Well, hello, hello, hello. Thank you for waiting and for joining us. It is
Yeah.
1 p.m. ish on this Tuesday afternoon Eastern Time, and I'm sure that it's 12 o'clock Eastern somewhere, Central
Ish.
Texas time. Hello, hello. So I'm Nubia of Nubian Queen Nation
And I
and
am Adwa
of Connecticut Housewives.
and Housewives of Connecticut.
So, what did Sesame Street say? One of these two is not the same. Which one of us looks well rested? Just kidding. Um, But anyway, yeah. So just jump in. Why don't you tell us what you've been up to?
So I just came back from a cruise and we went to Coco Cay and we went to Montego Bay and then we went to Nassau, Bahamas and back home.
All right. So this seemed like this was also the weekend where I last night before I went to bed. Sometimes you shouldn't pick up your phone and go click anything before it's time to go to bed. But
Oh
they were
Lord.
talking about the Essence Fest was this weekend on the cruise,
Oh,
and there was a few different people talking about different cruises. But I don't know. I guess they said that cruise it's been going on since the '70s, and I guess who knew? I didn't know Essence magazine was sold to a Nigerian gentleman, and then he has a lady who is a co-person something, and she's from another place in Africa. So
hmm.
Sailfest was not. They said it wasn't like the regular Sailfest because they didn't have the regular American food vendors. It was more like Africa, the continent fest than African American Essence Fest. So,
This okay. You said Sail Fest, like Sail Fest? Essence, right?
oh, that's because it's just that time all the way around. But yeah, Essence, the
Okay.
Essence Fest, the
Because
Essence.
I thought they had the Essence in Louisiana.
Yeah, it was in Louisiana.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just it has a whole new management, and they said it wasn't really a good American African American vibe. It was more African from Nigeria vibe. So
It's still us. It's just that it's
no, you got to listen to the critiques. You got to listen to
oh
no, 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 no. They pretty much like it's like they bought us out.
well. I mean, if you have to choose between the buyers and the buyers, I mean,
No, because it was because they also did. If you're in Louisiana,
Mhm.
what is even if you're not from Louisiana, what is the traditional pot of food? What are they known for?
Gumbo.
You see
Give
what I'm
me your
saying?
gumbo.
So we're in the
Let's get
states.
ready to
We're not even there,
gumbo.
and we know that it's the gumbo, right? And so
Yeah.
they had a gumbo jambalaya. They had a gumbo and a jollof cook off, and they were like, "Mm-mm, you don't do that. You don't do that." So we shall see. And then most of the food vendors that normally come, they weren't there. They've been coming for years, and it was all African people. So the world is turning. Things are turning. But
From every page, turn, turn, turn.
so anyway, so that was your weekend, and mine was 38th year
Ah,
anniversary, and so
happy
yeah,
anniversary, my dear.
thank you. So it was nice and quiet. It would have been nice to be out of the country somewhere, but that was nice.
Oh.
We went to the hotel. We pretended we were somewhere else.
Can I just say 8 days of not thinking about anything besides like fun and what to do next? No pulling here from anyone. Not that I don't mind. It's just sometimes it's nice to have a break for yourself, and so it was wonderful. It was the 50th birthday of one of our friends at church. One of my sisters, one of my non-biological sisters.
Mhm.
Birthday. And it was nice because her family came, and other church members came, and it was really, really fun. 8 days.
Mhm.
So when you go on a cruise, they have like shops in there, and they have shows and everything else. You get to get off the boat and do excursions if you want to. Spend your time at the beach, if you want to. So it was nice. They
Mhm.
have they also had guess what I played on the ship?
I don't know. Uh,
Pickleball.
well, pickleball is even. that is picking up momentum. Hello, also to the guests. The guest, hello, daughter of the Most High. Nice to see you over there.
Hello, daughter.
Yes, no, it's not pre-recorded. It's live. I just didn't, yeah, we see you. We see you. I
Yes,
try
we're all.
sometimes we try and wait for each other to finish the sentence before we say what we see. Yes.
So I have two puppies over here now. I have mine, Scotty, but I also have my grand puppy, Rudy, and they're moving the tables I have blocked off, the folding table. You go back in there. I oughta. You'll see him in a second. Look, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's one. I figured as long as they're quiet, I'm not gonna trip. But I mean, then the little guy, he's like, bust me in. He's trying to get into the other room to get some more food.
Mm-hmm. And yes, ma'am, it is live. It is live. Hallelujah. It's all
Yeah.
the way live. Remember that song?
I was
Live,
here to say the
live,
same thing. They get
live.
loud.
Yep.
Forget about your worries. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
So anyhow, yeah, I went to a garden shop yesterday. Well, my husband and I, I woke up and early because I didn't go live on Sunday morning, but I did go live on Saturday morning. I don't know how
yeah.
I did, or did I? I don't know how I did. Oh no, I did. I went live Saturday night, so I
Oh,
skipped Saturday
gotcha.
morning, went live Saturday night,
Uh-huh.
and then Sunday morning I'm like, do I feel like it? Do I want to go? Do I? So I didn't, and then what's today? I'm losing track of days.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
the
So
15th.
so my husband and I went for a walk yesterday morning because I was sitting up and I'm like, do I want to go live? Do I want to go get an early start by myself? Do I want to walk and go live? So then he came downstairs and he's like, he was already like dressed too. I said, what are you getting ready to do? He said, well, what are you getting ready to do? So we ended up going for a walk and it's like this lady was getting out of her car and we walked all the way down, but by the time we walked up, she was still taking stuff out the car. I said, hey, good morning. They didn't know her, but we're JF's daughters.
Oh, fact.
So we speak to anybody and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, oh my gosh. I said, what beautiful flowers. I said, wow, you went shopping already? So we're okay. Where's the tea? Where'd you get your flowers from? She said, oh, I drove across the bridge the other way, the end city.
Yeah.
And she said they were 50% off. I was like, what? I said, what do you, so she told me the name of the farm. This farm was right down the street from the school that my daughters went to for their high school years, where they got the high school credits and the college credits.
Yeah.
And so so I went over there with my third daughter, and I got some stuff.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so that was so I had like by the time we got back home, because while I was over there, I Googled a Haitian. I knew there was a Haitian restaurant, so I went to the
Uh-huh.
Haitian restaurant and we got something to eat. So by the time we got home, it was 6 o'clock. So
How
when you
was
get
it?
those places, oh, I love the Haitian. I had been there before, but it was probably before the pandemic.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha.
so so yeah, so she was remodeling, but I was like, oh, cabbage. Can I get cabbage to go with that? She said, oh, we're all out of cabbage. I'm like,
Mm.
okay, well, can I get some oxtail? Oh, we're all out of. But
Come on.
she said, but if you wait 15 minutes, I'm like, how do you cook oxtail in 15 minutes? I guess maybe they freeze it and then they already seasoned, and then maybe they just reheat it and da 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 da. Because it was about 20 minutes or so. Maybe it was a little bit longer, but I was sitting there talking to my daughter. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, it was good. What I noticed is with Haitian food, I know that I tried it when my girls were in high school at that other multi-level
Yeah.
multicultural school.
Mm-hmm.
I had Haitian rice because it was somebody in their school let us know that they were handing out flyers for Haitian Flag Day or something like that.
Yeah.
So we went, and that rice is so good, but it's called like black rice, right?
Mm.
So it's seasoned. So that is good. You can't compare it to Jamaican rice because rice and peas. I think every other Caribbean island calls it peas and rice, but Jamaicans call it rice and peas because
Yeah.
it's just separate. It's like you can't compare Janet Jackson and Anita Baker. Like it's different styles.
Yeah,
It,
but it's rice and peas because even in Espanol it's arroz con pollo.
no,
Oh no,
Jamaicans
arroz
are the
con
only ones that say
frijoles.
it backward. Jamaicans say rice and peas, and everybody else says peas and rice.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Um, So there, and the oxtail was good. I was telling my daughter, I says, Spanish people can make some really good oxtail also, aside from Jamaicans. And the Haitian oxtail was good. It just didn't have the same thickness of body of the gravy, but it was nice and tender.
Yeah.
But Haitian jerk chicken,
Mhm.
oh, oh, that was really good. That was
Oh,
really good.
we have got to go there when I come next. When I come next, I'm telling
That
you.
was really good. And I think I like if I had I'm not like trying to compare, but if I had to, I would pick Jamaican oxtail, but
Yeah.
I would pick Haitian jerk chicken because it was the same
Ooh.
smokiness and that spice was there.
Mm.
It was almost too spicy. And then the meat was nice and juicy and tender. It wasn't like, yeah. So I would pick Haitian jerk chicken.
But you know what? That jerk chicken I'm gonna put them on the side real quick. That jerk chicken we had for
It
the
was good.
graduation of my niece.
It was good, but this one was I like a little bit more tenderness.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ooh.
Yep. So okay. So how's your weekend good? How was your weekend, daughter of the Most High? Do tell, do tell, do tell. And how's your son doing on his summer vacation? Let's see if daughter of the Most High can get back to me. So you know how I am about the whole eyebrow things because my
Yeah.
being at this age they don't grow back. So I went
Yeah.
to the store with my daughter and they call
Uh,
it when you see people and their eyebrows stick up and they stay, it's
yeah.
called eyebrow glue. So yeah, there's eyebrow glue. So you comb it up and it stays up.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know nothing about that because you got a full body. You still got all yo.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I actually got my eyebrows done before I left. It's probably starting to grow out now, but can you even tell the difference? Probably a
Yeah,
little
you
bit,
gotta get you some eyebrow glue and comb them up, or you can just
girl.
or you just take your old mascara brush and you just kind of brush them up in upward
Or you
position.
get some chapstick, put it on it, and just kind of give them a little. Mm,
You
hmm.
know, I try. We are so polar opposite. I mean, we're sisters and we love each other, but I mean, I like to I like to glam it up a bit and still be modest. And you with the
Glam it
chapstick.
down and just be chill.
Okay, daughter of the Most High, I need some backup on this one. There's laid back, and then there's laid back, and then there's she is chapstick on the cheeks, chapstick on the eyebrows, chapstick on the eyebrows. That one just takes the cake right there. I don't know. I might have to call
Good,
our baby sister on that one.
and they stay.
See, that's just disrespectful because you have a whole thing full of that's just that's I'm I you know what? If this was the phone, I would just hang up on you right now. I would just hang up.
Like I do stuff for shock. Like you know.
And I do too. I do too, but I'll be messing with the and then I got my eyebrow liner because I bought everything up at one fell swoop.
Uh-huh.
What am I? Anyways, this morning I kind of tried to alter my time, but you ain't jumping on. I don't know what time to try and catch you. You said, oh, if you move it back a bit. So I started at 6. I saw 6:30, and then today and the last few days from last week I've been coming on at 7 a.m. Um,
Who me?
yes, for my morning Bible study.
Girl, I'm coming back from vacation, right?
I know, so I was trying to give you some leeway. Me and Abby Rob, my friend,
Uh-huh.
we in there in the room by ourselves. Daughter of the Most High, I was saying to my sister, there's nothing wrong with being modest because we're sisters and we're complete polar opposite. Hello, daughters. You typing in yourself, okay?
Yeah.
She put chapstick on her eyebrows.
So she missed it?
She said she missed it. Chapstick on the eyebrows. That's new. I never heard of that one. No,
No.
there's modest and then there's modest. I mean, you know, I'm okay. I have to say, and we all, if you've been here for any length of time, you know that I'm the little bit more of a girly girl out of both of us. So I do like my eyebrow brush and I put on some liner and I'm like my mom and my grandmother's where I like to have on my lipstick which you see I already have my lipstick on.
Mhm.
So anyhow,
And I don't.
and you
But
obviously don't relate, can't relate to Esther in the Bible, the book of Esther, which I know that Daughter of the Most High will say, is that really actually an actual book, or But I do consider it.
but I can
Yeah.
tell you that I clean up good. I might be, might be a little less ladylike, but I do clean up very well.
Oh,
That.
obviously you do. Actually, you do. You know.
Mhm.
But so yeah, 38 years. My husband and I, me and TikTok. So this is one of my TikTok dresses. Actually, I'll probably post it later on TikTok. Um, this green dress, which matches the orange dress that I bought. The other thing is that you're not going to see anything because I barely have anything. But I was trying to find T-shirts that will come at least up to here, and that's
Yeah.
kind of hard. So I bought some shirts to go under.
Mhm.
What does she? She said, "Hey, that seems pretty cool. I don't care for makeup." Yeah, I know. Samey.
I put samesies.
Yep. No, but I do like the Book of Esther, and I don't. It's to each his own. I believe in that
Yeah.
in that thing. That's
Well,
like, go ahead.
we don't know. Like, long story short is we don't know what is actually added in and what's taken out. You know what I'm saying? Long story short is I'm pretty sure we won't be held accountable for the things that someone else has done. You know what I'm saying? Whether they've added or taken away, we're going to be accountable for what we have done and
Mhm,
do. But I had a crisis on the ship. I forgot to tell you about
mm,
right
what?
there. So we were going to the formal dining to eat, and I pinned my hair up. I pinned my hair up, and it wasn't going to move. But can I just tell you, I kept saying, "Ooh, that's pulling too tight. That's pulling too tight," right? But I kept going, okay, right, whatever. And so I kept trying to loosen it up, but it wouldn't loosen up. I said, well, I'll just get it when I go back to the room. By the time the night was over, girl, I had popped one of my braids. The whole braid came out like it was a weave. I was like,
Wow.
I was like thrilled for like a day and a half. I can't lie.
Wow.
Girl, I had that thing so tight that it was just like the whole thing came out. I'm like, I always need some tape or some glue, some the glue you're talking about for your eyebrows. I need some super glue to glue that sucker back in. And then I'm
Hold
feeling
on.
around to see if I can feel the hole where it came from. I don't know. I know it's from back here somewhere because that's where I was pulling.
But did
So I
you
got,
save it?
girl, I saved it.
Because once it comes out a little bit, they can attach it back.
Shut the front door.
No, they can. People take fake ones and add it all the time.
Ah,
Right? Right, Daughter of the Most High. You can back me up on that one. I
what?
mean, they can sew it back in just until it grows back out. So it's not
I know,
like
but who in their right mind would have it there too tight and keep trying? I'm pulling at it, pulling at it, pulling at it, pulling at it. I'm stretching it out, stretching it out. I stretch it right out of my head. But the idea to save it, like, and then who would save the hair, not knowing what you could do with it? I just wanted to show somebody.
no, no. I've seen. Matter of fact, when I first got mine done, and the back wasn't growing, it wasn't as long and equal to the other ones. I
Yeah,
just took a piece of fake hair and I weaved it in until
yeah,
it grew out. I did it myself. But
that's good.
she says she loves the book of Esther, and
Yeah,
Esther is in the Bible. Yes. So
hmm
I don't think that as long as everything's done I don't want to go down
mm.
the Bible says everything in moderation. So and in good judgment and modesty. So I don't discount the book of Esther.
hmm
Yes, they can reattach it. Yes, they can reattach it. You see that?
Confirmation. It's
Yes. Oh
on.
yeah. Oh, I've seen it. I went to it so I could figure out how to attach mine. So yeah.
But
Anyway,
as sturdy as our hairs, I thought that would that was the furthest thing from my mind.
no. When I put my hair up, and
Yeah.
I'm sure again, daughter of the Most High, when I put my hair up and it's too tight back there, I will take that whole back row and gently pull it out because I felt that same way all weekend, or it was and so I pulled them all out gently so that they wouldn't pop like that. I've never had that
Mm.
happen in 4 years, thank God. But I know that it truly is a possibility.
It's a thing. It's a real thing. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like, I told you I was thrilled.
yeah,
Not thrown off, but thrilled.
yeah, yeah. So I could have sworn I brought my eye. Well, see again because the Lord knows I have no eyebrows, and so if I have to take my little pencil, my little
Yeah,
brush, and draw them up just to accent a little bit.
go ahead. Old trusty.
But I don't know what I did with the cream. I bought my edger up here,
Uh-huh.
so I already rubbed my edges down.
Yes.
I don't know what I did with the other thing. So
I've got an appointment on the 23rd, so I'm gonna bring it with me and say, mm,
I haven't made. I need to do that. So how
yeah.
was so how was Daddy when you went back to get him?
Can I just say that he stayed in bed for 9 days? He was in the bed for 9 days.
But he got up to take a shower, got up to go to the bathroom, got up to. So did they bedpan washed him, whatever?
Girl, I don't know what they did. This is a new place we went to, so I can't really vouch for anything. I don't
Oh.
know. I do know his PT came in. She came and did PT one day because she only comes once a week when she's not on vacation every other week. You
Mm,
know, but it took 3 people to get him in the car. And the funny thing is, she was gonna let me take him because I picked him up a day early, and thank God I did. So I said, "Well, do you?" I said, "Well, I'm picking you up a day early, Pop. Do you want to stay that one extra day, or you want? I want to go home." So it told me all that I needed to know. And then his roommate, bless his heart, guy was a sweet, sweet man, but he played Fox News the whole. Every time I came in, when I dropped off Pop, and when I came to pick him up, Fox News. I can only imagine. And he's like sweet man, but TV's his. You just gonna get over it because you only here. You're a visitor. He did
mhm.
Bill Fisher. Oh, I said the whole government name, but he did the BF on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So did
that.
he at least eat?
Well, I mean, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
He didn't come back skin and bones in 9 days, so you know. Plus, we all can afford to miss a couple few meals. Our guts are
I I
it
hear
should be
you.
our guts. Yeah, but it took 3 people to get him in the car, and I was actually wheeling him out, and I realized, you know what, he's been laying in the bed. I better ask for some help. So she said, "Do you need some help?" I said, "Yes, please." And
Mhm,
so she went and got someone. That one person went and got somebody else because I said, I said, I can't even help you.
mhm,
But he couldn't lift his leg up. I guide help. He lifts his leg a little, and I guide it the rest of the way to get into the car. But
mhm,
because my car sits high, it's hard for him to do that. And with just laying around 9 days, he had no strength.
mhm,
So I said, Pop, I love you, and I want you here. I'm okay with you being here. I said, but if you cannot help me, then we can't do this. I'm just, being keeping it real, right?
mhm, mhm.
I can't let
I know.
And girl, it was like dead weight. They were struggling.
Mm,
These are young people, right? So so long story short was he when he got out of the car by himself. So I said, praise the Lord. I just kind of give him a little guide,
mhm,
from the tech side, helping him direct. But I mean, and it was like he came. It was like he never left home.
mm,
That I was seriously stressing the ride home because I'm trying to figure out in my mind how I'm going to work this and what am I going to do. And so, thank the Lord, he took that burden off my plate
mhm.
once more, you know. So that was the first time at this place. I'm not saying they're a bad place. I'm just going to say that he's going back to the place we were before this one.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
and then like you said, everything has to have. They all have to have notice. You have to
right?
give proper notice, and then so you can reserve the spots. Just like you know.
So getting the spot seemed relatively easy, like effortless compared to usually I have to wait till the last minute to know. So that was actually nice to know for sure. The only thing was when I got there, like they were rushing to freshen him up and rushing. When someone actually is being reactive as opposed to proactive, right? I just felt like everything was reactionary
On the way out or the way in?
on the way out. On the
Okay.
on the way in wasn't that bad, wasn't so bad. She's the first person that ever receives my inventory because I do an inventory sheet for his stuff. I want to make sure his stuff, everything I brought here, I expect to get back,
Mhm.
including medication and everything else. We didn't get back his wheelchair pillow, but I have two more, so I'm not tripping. But
Mhm.
normally that would, me, that may
Mhm.
have been an issue. But now it's like, get off of vacation, pillow's gone, whatever, whatever. So but the main thing was getting him in the car. I knew once he got in the car, I could bring his scooter and get him out. Speaking of
Mhm.
scooter, I need to get the scooter serviced. There's something going on with it.
Mm,
The lift, not the scooter itself, but the lift.
yeah.
Always something.
Daughter of the Most High said, "Yeah, sorry to hear that." And she says, "Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for
Hmm.
praises to Yah for comfort." Yep,
Hallelujah.
yep. During that time, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's a lot of there's you also probably need to look for a support group for um not for well it'd be nice if there was for one for Pop, but I'm saying one for you.
Hmm.
Because when you're around other people who are going through the same thing locally, um, it makes a really big difference. So,
Oh,
and I what? Oh, oh wow, okay, yeah, yeah. See, that's not. I wouldn't have had any reason to do that because
plenty of sun.
yeah,
Plenty of sun, by the way. Trying to, I'm sorry. You know me. We all bounce back and forth. I want before I forget.
uh-huh.
Nice little tan out there.
Yes, she said all praises to Yah for comfort. Yes, during
Amen.
that time. Yes, yes,
Hmm.
yep. So there's two people. There's another person that's. Oh, you're on there. You're also live and in the active in the group. Yeah, so that's good. So we talked about so that's elderly care. So
Yep.
I was out there in my yard and moving plants around in my garden for at least well, I walked and I probably had 3 to 4 steps at the end of the walk with my husband. And then by the end of the day I had over 10,000 steps out in the yard
Hey.
from morning and I can do that easily, especially
Yeah.
when I'm out there shoveling dirt, moving stuff around cuz I start the plants right outside the kitchen door. And
Yeah.
now the zinnias that I bought, and I started from seeds, some of them, most of them, I'm moving to the front yard so that you can. I love those zinnias, man,
Me
because
too.
they're nice and tall and
Yeah.
beautiful. So
Hmm.
I don't know if they'll blossom again, but
They
yeah.
should. They're perennials.
Well, I mean, for this season.
Oh.
So so right now, while the flower is still in bloom, I'm like, let me dig it up and move it to the front yard. No, no, no. Zinnias, they don't. They're annuals. Yeah. What are you? Are you on your phone or are you on your?
I'm on my
Are
phone.
zinnias perennial or are zinnias annual? Oh, yeah, I got to hit the mic first. Are
Yeah.
zinnias perennial or are they annual? Asking Google. Oh, okay. All about zinnias.
Here you go. It says that
They're
yeah,
annual.
they're typically annually says.
Yeah, because I had them the one year when your son didn't do a garden this year, but yeah,
Mhm.
that year he bought me them. They didn't. I know I love zinnias. That's why I know that those were not perennials.
Oh, I'm thinking about another. I have to look and see. I remember the flowers I had in the front of the old house in K Town.
No.
Those things were perennials, and I keep calling them zinnias, but they aren't zinnias. So yes, I think correct. I have the wrong flower in mind.
Yeah.
But they were perennials until my neighbor asked me, Miss K asked for the seeds. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, you got the seeds. That thing never came back. It was coming back year after year after year until I let her get the seeds and they were
But
done.
you can take this. You can take the seeds from like even I haven't tried it this year, but I keep saving once the marigolds their heads fall off and you can shake them off and they have, but I haven't tried to regrow them. But they
Uh-huh.
look exactly like the ones that you get from the store. So
Yeah.
yeah, giving away the seeds shouldn't have anything to do with it. But because and even though it makes seeds doesn't mean that it's perennial. The perennial is when it
Mhm.
just comes back naturally from the root of the ground. Because you're a gardener.
Whatever I had came back every year until I allowed my neighbor to have the seeds.
I
Hmm.
think that yeah.
Maybe
Maybe that's just a mental memory that you have in your head because if it's a perennial, it's a perennial. If it's an
it's
annual, it's
not.
annual.
It's not.
No, no, I'm saying that's how you're time stamping it. And so
Hmm.
it stayed permanently in your head that they never came back after that. But you
Right.
can't change a perennial into an annual or an annual into a perennial. It is what it is.
I don't doubt that. I'm just telling you that mine didn't come back.
Yeah.
So go figure. Yeah.
So anyway, so when I went to that farmer's market, it was like $3 for plants because it was, at this time of the season, I'm
Hmm.
sure that they overextend how many plants they're gonna, you know, they're gonna sell at the regular price.
Yeah.
So at this time of the year, they're like everything 50% off, except for there was some things. Like, ooh, I wish that big flower tree was half off, but it was, you know. So the only thing is when you get them, they're so hard rock because they haven't been still watering them on a regular
Oh,
basis.
oh, right.
But I'm like, okay, for $3, the flower is still in bloom. Maybe I could just soak it in some water today, and then maybe just stick them right in the ground,
Yeah.
like petunias and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyhow,
Mm.
yeah. So who watered your garden while you were gone? How'd that turn out?
Jesus.
Okay.
So I
So,
do have one little teeny tiny watermelon, probably about this size.
oh
So cute out there. But I
yeah.
mean, but no, no one clipped the what do you call those? Oh gosh, I can't think now. The okra. No one cut the okra. So the okra about this long. You know it's gonna be like wood. The okra has to be cut after it flowers. I read that it has to be like 3 4 days after the flower is when you actually cut them. I said, first of all, if I'm gonna try okra, it ain't gonna be the big large ones because I already know it's gonna be like,
Well, you still gotta. Well, you know what? Take them, cut them up, and
mhm.
put them in water because they say if you drink the okra water, it's good for a lot of good health benefits.
Okay, now that I can do. That I can
So,
do.
and that reminds me because when I was at the farmers market yesterday, the they had a little tray of six. You know how they were real tiny, and they
Right.
were okra. And I'm like, I haven't been able to grow them from seed, so I
Uh-huh.
just picked it up for like $3, and we'll see. I just need to get them in the ground real quick, but
Yeah.
because I've been reading and hearing about okra water is really really good for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah, right. So you know what? That's a good idea, and I totally forgot about that until you mentioned it. So yeah, sure enough, I'll do that and let you know.
yeah, and or pickle them because pickles are crunchy anyway. I'm
Guess
telling you,
what?
what?
So we actually have a jar of pickled okra here, and I've heard of it, but I've never had it before. I don't hate it. I tried one yesterday. You make sure it's cold. Don't just get it from the
Oh yeah.
store
Oh,
pulling
I'm not
out.
a yeah yeah. I'm
But
not
it
an
was
okra eater, but my husband's job, somebody from his job one year gave us a jar of pickled okra. We tore that jar. Me and my kids, we tore that jar up in like less than a week. We the
what?
whole thing was gone. Yeah, they're really really good. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
So, see,
I'll go ahead
there's
and
some things, and you could probably even for
go
the flavor
online.
of it, chop it up and put it in your soup.
But they actually made it like sweet pickle. It was like sweet pickled okra,
Huh? How do you
not
do that?
dill.
Huh? I don't even know how
Yeah.
you get sweet pickle. Oh, you add sugar, vinegar. You
Yeah.
add sugar. Yeah.
Same as when you know those the sweet relish. It's kind of like like that relish. It's a pickle. They actually have in some kind of sugar, like you say,
Hmm.
or sugar water
Hmm.
to make it sweet. So the
Yeah.
same thing. So I was like, oh my gosh, it kind of reminded me of a sweet pickle.
Mm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I also picked up an echinacea plant. They're so beautiful and they can take up to a year or more to germinate. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. So I bought one. I might have to just I don't know, bring that thing inside or whatever because that is very medicinal, but it's a very very expensive. But it's so pretty. I couldn't not get it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, so anybody y'all have a Bible study on the cruise ship while y'all were all there?
Actually, we didn't. We prayed together as far as like before meals and stuff like that, or prayed before we went and did something. But other than that, no, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So there's not really like I guess they do have like a little office space, like an office area, there. If you wanted to, like, that has a lot of computers, they have a computer room, whatever. They have a library, so it would have had to be in one of those kind of areas because they didn't have like this a regular common area to do something like that in, plenty of people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yep. 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 All right. So all right. I meant to bring besides my eyebrow glue.
Uh-huh.
I meant to bring other stuff up here, but I can do it another time.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep forgetting. Where's your calendar that looks like mine? Because now I'm using this one because it's the same one that
Oh, mine's
you
upstairs.
I had oh girl, I want to say that we're both calendar girls, but I like the $2, $3, $5, $10, $15 planners. But man, I am telling you, I am when I say I just
Woo!
love beautiful planners. I
Yeah.
really do love beautiful planners. You know, and then sometimes they're so pretty. I don't even. It's crazy. I had that thing where I remember Auntie aunt the aunt that whose name starts with a D, not in Brooklyn.
Mm,
She gave me a nice stationery
mm.
set, and I would get things, and because it's so beautiful, I wouldn't use them.
Yeah, I remember that. I
That's
could
not.
never understand that.
I just and I still kind of do that. I'll buy pretty things, and I just it's hard to crack open the package and look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anyhow, yeah.
So guess what came in the mail?
What?
So I got these Goli. It's a Goli Nutrition Zero Sugar, and it says still delicious. It says magnesium gummies. Right? It's got 260 milligrams of magnesium. And I figured, this would be a neat thing for Pop and I to just pop some of these in our mouths like in the evening or whatever, and prepare ourselves for bed. So it says calm and serenity and balance. Right? So then but I didn't. I thought I checked to see what the ingredients in the thing is,
Hmm.
and I really can't tell. I thought I was getting it because it had stevia in it, but I
Look up.
can't.
Look up for a second.
Okay,
Yes, she said eyebrow glue. Yes, fluff up brow wax.
eyebrow
Yeah,
glue.
I've tried those before. Well, that brand, that
Yeah.
brand.
Well, see, I think did we do the apple cider gummies, and then also the
I had
ashwagandha, right?
I did the ashwagandha and I did another
Yeah.
one. I'm not sure if
Mm-hmm.
I had the magnesium, but magnesium is getting like big up and big praise lately because it
Yeah.
helps with sleep. It helps with a lot of different things.
Right. 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 But the only thing Pop and I were supposed to be going to the movies yesterday, but we ended up finding a movie on TV, not on TV, but on there's a thing called Plex where you can actually add movies on there after they leave the theater
Oh,
or once they're released. Let me tell you something. So I mean, Pop wants to go see Superman, and we are gonna go yesterday. Our plan is to go today. But can I just tell you, we could wait for Plex and have our own pop. But I do like the fact of keeping Pop mobile moving. I had him the day he came home and was showing like weakness. I said, okay, we're gonna get up. We're gonna get freshened up. We're gonna go to the media room. I kept his sketch because you're laying down. That blood is not moving and you're not circulating anything in your body.
oh yeah,
So I act like he never even left. I just changed gears in the mind and said we're just gonna keep doing what we normally do.
yeah.
But this like the gummy.
What's the sugar content?
Let's see. Mm.
Yes, I well, it's being. You're right. It is eyebrow wax, but what's the wax doing? It's kind of gluing on the upward position, and that's how the lady in Sephora. That's how she said it. Oh, it's eyebrow. Oh, I think eyebrow glue, whatever. That's what she called it. But yes, it's actually wax
So yes. So it says that it's 6 milligrams.
per one.
You see it? No,
Oh, I
per
don't.
3.
Oh, okay. That's not. I guess that's not bad for. Okay. I mean, yeah. I see. I see a five. I don't see the six, but yes,
Oh, okay. Maybe it's, I don't have my glasses on.
I don't. I don't either. Always thought that. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of have to wait until I look down here and see. Yes, that's good. Keep it moving as much as possible. You are so correct.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's funny how you can see the delay. Like being on the main screen, I can pause and wait for a second to see what exactly I showed up close on the big screen on the laptop.
So you have the laptop and your phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a laptop so I can actually go to YouTube to actually say like and comment to the daughter of the
Right.
most high.
Right.
Mhm.
To be a part of the the comment section.
Exactly. Hmm. So
Oh, my
mhm.
husband showed me. He took a picture. Did I tell you I call him his? I call him. I combed out. Him and I together combed out every single lock that he had that was starting to form. And
That's amazing.
I said to him, "Don't ever, 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 ever let my love for you ever
Be
even
doubted.
think." Yes, thank you. So he just sent me a picture because so he sleeps at night with a scarf on his head now that his hair's all out, combed out, just to keep it flat. And then I'll put gel and comb and smooth it out and then put it into a ponytail.
No,
And
I think you and I spoke about you helping him braid it.
yeah, so I helped
Okay.
to put it in locks. I was trying to do my own version of sister locks.
Yeah, yeah.
And then a week later, he's like, yeah, because the ends were not like, you know how our ends, it's like nice and smooth all the way from the end. There's a little bit of bumpiness,
Mm-hmm.
but his started to get like a fluffy pillow at the end, like really, really
Oh,
thick. Because the lady wasn't taking care of the ends. She was just making the outside roots look pretty because
yeah.
she just twisting.
Oh,
So
yeah, you
twisting
told
was
me.
great, but
Mm-hmm.
after the end of 2 to 3 weeks, you have to redo it. And because his
Mm-hmm.
scalp is sensitive and he has like eczema on the scalp, tell my husband's business. Um, and he used to see the dermatologist when we were in the military. He
Yeah,
has to wet and do his hair, wet it every day. To
yeah.
I mean, so that was not it wasn't working well for him in that
Mm-hmm.
way. So he does actually have an appointment this week for the dermatologist. Um, so we'll go from there, see if they can help him to get rid of the redness of his scalp. But he's been scrubbing it every day using certain shampoos and
Is he?
moisturizing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
moisturizing.
and moisturizing. So he has a mark. You know how you take your scarf off? I said, well, wet it down, comb it back, put your gel, brush it, all that, and every other day wash it out. And so he slept with a scarf on, one of those silk, silk caps, whatever, and
Oh, yeah.
it leaves a binder around your forehead. And
Yeah.
so he's like, I got a headache from wearing that wrapper. From he's like, see the line? Yeah, I see it. I see it in his picture. But
I feel the same way about covering. First of all, I'm gonna perspire, in my sleep, and I don't like being like. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating because now I don't have any air escaping from the top of my head, And then the tightness. Oh, I too am not a fan of it.
yeah. So
Mhm.
anyhow, so I got to see Elizabeth came home for the weekend.
Ooh,
Yeah, well, we say their names every once in a while.
mhm,
Because she had weekend duty, right down the
mhm,
street. So
yeah.
that was good. Got to see her for those couple of days,
Uh,
and my son drove all the way to New York and back with a friend.
what?
I was like, can't you take the subway? He's like, no, we need to bring this and this and that and that and that. I'm like, okay. Of course, he needed to bring his father's car because it had air conditioning, which I would not wish that on anybody to take a long ride anywhere without air conditioning this time of year. But
Right.
so it worked out. We, of course, I was praying, and his friends' parents were praying, so they went and came back fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I was like, don't stop and see your sister or anybody else, please. I just come on straight back home. Like that next time you did a great job. But he said the traffic was good going and coming.
Mm.
But their appointment wasn't until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they um, left at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So that there was no rush.
Ah. Whoa, he is definitely his father's son.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
is a common name. Daughter of the Most High said, "It's okay. It's a common name. Sure is."
yeah, 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 yeah. It
Mm.
is. It is. It is. It is. Yep. So, anywho, ha. Yep. So, any your grandchildren coming over? So you're actually getting a little bit more of a break because you're not driving people back and forth to appointments for your children, your grandchildren, right? So far.
Uh, so I got up at 7 to take my grandson to his cooking. He's in cooking camp right now.
Oh, that's cute.
He called me up and told me what he made. Oh, he made roti bread. He made
I
a
never even
chocolate.
made
I know, right? He made a chocolate pie. Oh, actually, my granddaughter and I made like a form of like a non roti bread. Some while back when she's over here. But so I drove him to cooking camp. Took me about 40 minutes to get to him, and then drop him off was a little bit easier because it was a little bit closer to my end of the woods than theirs. So,
that.
hmm
Mm, mm, mm,
and then I'll drop him off again. So today his mom picked him up by lunchtime. I'm going back to pick him up from his mom's job, so he had to be there all day with her at work. And then tomorrow will be the last day. I'll pick him up and drop him off. Probably. We'll see.
Mm.
So
So
it's back to normal. Just switching
so that's,
grandkids.
that's the thing when, like, especially when, you know, um when you talk about elderly care, and I meant
Yeah.
to we the subject so that when I go back, I haven't been editing at all.
Uh,
But because, even when I was here and Daddy was here, it was elderly care, him. But I
mhm,
also had helpers as far
mhm,
as outside people and my children and my husband. But you
mhm.
got elderly, you got him, and you have four grandchildren, and you have, so yeah, it's a blessing. But when people think of you just having stress just from his daddy, it's not. It's all encompassing. It's all encompassing.
Yeah. But what I can say is I don't think I've actually been away from him or my home for that long a period of time other than being in the military. So all I know, grandma. I was at grandma's for 3 months that time when my son was graduating. But other than that, I mean, so it's been a while. It's been a minute. And so, but it was so refreshing, so nice. I could feel myself trying to get a little anxious on the last day and a half. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna enjoy it till it's time to dock again. So you start thinking about what's gonna come up next, what I need to do next. But you know what?
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
So what are you
mhm.
rubbing on yourself?
No, I was rubbing off perspiration because I'm actually in the attic.
Oh no. I thought you were just glistening. You got that nice, wonderful glow
Well,
about you.
I am listening, but I was like, okay, thank God for a napkin or paper towel or something up here. And I had the
That's
fan
what
on.
that's what I was doing a little early. I'm going, but see,
Yeah,
once that little huff is gone and you have a little break, it's like, okay, now I'm comfortable again, you know.
yeah, yep, yep, yep.
So, and I remember I told you I was using that non antiperspirant deodorant. My body has adjusted very well to it.
All right,
Hmm.
all right. Yeah, there's one that I use. It can be ordered online from the A store,
Hmm.
but I can also walk into like sometimes I'm afraid to say the names of stores out loud because I haven't checked to make sure they're not on any kind of list to avoid.
Hmm.
The other thing that they were talking about, because that's where I get mine from. Because like my daughters who can't use a whole lot of products inside of
Yeah.
their deodorant, they started using it, so I use it for also. But the other thing about that Essence Fest
Hmm.
is that they had the nerve to, because they're not from the United States, they're from Africa.
Hmm.
What's the big deal if they have the big Target as their sponsor? Yes, they did.
Hmm.
Yes, they
Hmm.
did. And
Hmm.
so again, they said that was probably excuse me, another reason for low attendance this year. But
Well, I can tell you that I actually went to the Wally for the first time yesterday. I forgot what I ran in and got. I ran in and got something. Um, and it was like so weird to actually be in there because I hadn't been here so long. Like the registers had changed and I'm like all these months. It's like I really didn't miss it because I still have my supermarket that has like super everything in it too. So to walk in here is like, wow, this is like weird.
yeah, yeah. I think that because I haven't been in one of those for a long time either. I have to
Yeah.
say I love her last comment. She says she uses Arm& Hammer without aluminum deodorant, but she also
Yeah.
says that you are glowing. Sweat can be good sometimes. And I have to say that when I was in Jamaica last year, my whole
Hmm.
family, we went,
Hmm.
and we had a tourist gentleman say to us, I think he said to us, he
Hmm.
said, "Oh, I can tell. Even if we're dressed like natives, if we start talking, you can tell we're American." But he
Hmm.
said, "No, even from afar, I could tell that you guys were Americans." We're like, "How could you tell?" He said, "Because you guys, even if we're melanated, we have dry, patchy skin compared to them."
Oh.
Yes, he did, because they have the humidity and the sun naturally every single day. Their skin is glowing. He said, "Yeah, you Americans, whether you're melanated or not, your skin is actually looking."
Hmm. Oh, okay. That's very interesting. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I thought, because so that's how they can tell that
Mhm.
that you're a visitor or you're a tourist.
Yeah. So all I can say is my sister's her husband, um and pretty much everybody there was African except for the husband and wife, the other brother and wife from church, and the another sister. But everybody else was African. Well, and then they one of their nieces brought a young lady, a little blonde haired gal with her best friend. But other than that, I mean, we're African Americans, but they were Africans, and we had a blast together.
Mhm.
We all call one another and text one another, make sure you're okay. Because at one point, I actually did leave, and I just need to lay myself down. It's like after all, being at sea and me having a patch on to keep myself from being nauseous. Just one day, I was just tired. I just needed to lay it down. So I was like MIA for like 2-3 hours, and everybody was like texting me, "You okay? You okay? You okay?" I'm like, "Oh, take care
Mhm.
about me."
Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
So yeah. So
I
I
call
love
her, I call her mom, mama, all the whole entire time because she reminds me of our mom. So thick and sweet.
Mhm.
hmm
Nice.
Yeah,
So the Most High said that this is coming from a person who can't stand sweating. Yeah, me either. Me either. But it is healthy for our skin to actually perspire.
mm.
But you were saying that the other ones, they were African. If they were African and they live in America now too, then they
Consider
would go
Americans.
they would they would go to Jamaica and they would still call them a tourist because if you are not, well, Texas is different. Y'all I think that's kind of like being in Jamaica on a daily basis. I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't feel no one I saw was dry and patchy, but I didn't want to say
Well, no, it's not. I mean, I'm
nothing.
sure when people walk up to me, I'm not dry and patchy because
Yeah,
especially because I'm like the eye cream girl and the moisturizer girl and all the things, but
yeah.
they can still tell a difference in our skin
Mm.
than their skin. So, but yeah, anyway.
Mm. Go to the Most High says, it can be sometimes because it's dry here. The air quality is terrible, and she's not wrong. It also helps to remove toxins from your body. Sure does.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's what.
Yeah, sloughing off the dead
Mhm.
skins. Yep,
Yeah,
definitely.
exfoliate. And that's not. I had a nice little body scrub also. I have an African scrub towel.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a $3 scrub towel from one of the dollar stores. I'm sure it works just as well. I have to see yours when I. So you get to turn around and do it all over again in August. You'll have
yeah.
to do a little. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I bought your gum finally. The gum that you and your husband were bragging about forever.
Yeah, but can I just tell you that every time I chew that gum truly gave me energy. It really, really did, right? But I would find myself always itching my nose. My nose was always itchy. I can't even explain it, but whenever I have that gum, my nose would itch. So there must be
Yeah.
something in me that my body's like, what is this? Weird.
So as soon as I put the gum in my mouth, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, some part of my body, some part of her body was itching. So I'm like, let me see if it happens. So
Uh-huh.
I couldn't remember what part of your body was itching, but that didn't happen to me. So I don't know if
Oh,
that.
good.
Yeah. Besides the fact that I need to go downstairs and have some celery and I need to juice something because this time of year, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what it is, but I do get itchy right around I know it's taking a while for my camera to catch up to me, but on my arms and everything here. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's all. But
But
anywho,
depending on how much sun, you could also get itchy from the sun too. Could be. I woke up early, and I was actually waking up every hour on the hour because I didn't want to miss my grandson. He's so excited about this cooking thing. I couldn't be the weakest link.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've been because I was doing the 6:30 Bible study and
Yeah,
waking up at like 5:45 every day. I still wake up at 5:45, but yeah, I was like, okay, well, if I start at 7, maybe she'll see. When you go over there, you should see Nubia invited you, invite, because I do it every single time. And then I even did it from my husband's account today, as far as
yeah.
inviting
I
you.
had no internet. I made sure not to buy the internet package. I wanted to make sure I enjoyed myself, relaxed, and wasn't looking at my phone every 5 seconds. Although it did bother me not to be able to pay Duolingo because I didn't want to have any break in my continuity as far as like the amount of days.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sending it to you when you're on the cruise. I sent it to you when I thought you got back home. But and
Yeah.
before and way before you left for the cruise too, I've been sending it to you. But what are
Mm-hmm.
you learning and what are you reading or studying in Duolingo? Duolingo.
Right now, español, solo español.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been drinking water and lemons. That's really good and refreshing. Or
Oh
lime,
yeah,
yes. And I've been
and or
waking up
cucumber.
to, yes, she's a cucumber. Yeah, lemon,
Hmm.
lime, or cucumber, all of it.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
I've been waking up and eating some watermelon. That's very refreshing.
That's funny because Pop just asked for watermelon yesterday, and I said, "Well, I, it was already late in the evening, and I was not going to go out, and I'm not going to buy a watermelon with no seeds. So for me,
Yeah.
I have to. It has to be, usually toward weekend. You can find the guy with the truck, or you can go to a farmer's market and find one. Because I'm trying to make it my goal not to eat, and if it doesn't have a seed, then I don't want it.
Yep.
You know.
It's been us. That's always. Yep.
Hmm. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So we made I don't want to say the mistake, but the last time we went out, drove an hour out to get our watermelon, we bought two, and they're really big. And it took a while to finish that one watermelon because it was so big. So by the
Hmm.
time we cut open the other one, it was kind of cottony in the middle. So I just scraped all the cottony part out and threw that part away, and the outer border of it because I just need to buy one, complete it all the way, and then drive the hour when we get halfway through the watermelon and buy another one.
Right.
Yes, I love good watermelon. So I use those watermelon seeds to plant my new watermelons. So we'll see because now they're
Right.
just tall, but I haven't. Yeah, now it's just because I have a very narrow, small backyard or a sidebar, so I don't know where I'm going to put the watermelons. Cause they each need to have their own big square.
Hmm.
You can't plant them too closely to each other.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you'll see when I go outside, you'll see that most of my things bolted, right? My the basil bolted, my lettuce bolted, my onions bolt, they bolted. I have an area that bolts and then an area that doesn't bolt, in the same little patch. Go figure. But it's just a hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold kind of thing, and water is important. And if
Absolutely.
if
Surprised you
God
didn't
didn't make it
put
drop
it
from
on
the
a
sky, He
timer.
did water. Hmm?
I said I'm surprised you didn't put it on a timer. As a matter of fact,
I
I put
know
on one of those little.
I have not set one up yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just let everything just let everything go to seed and then just start fresh again. I
Yeah.
know it's like dead of summer, but I mean, I'll do it again
Well,
in the fall. I'll just wait for the fall. We'll see what happens.
or start them inside, and then
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then rotate them out because to do all at one
Hmm.
time, that's. But
Hmm.
I put a little
Hmm.
system on TikTok that I just thought about that. Somewhere in the house here, I have a little thing that has like a little strip, a little hose, and you
Hmm.
could supposedly put it on a little timer set, probably big
Yeah.
enough for a 4x4 garden only. But yeah, that's somewhere in the house here. I'm sure I
Hmm.
have no idea where it is. Yeah.
But yeah, I keep saying I'm going to have some kind of a water system, a timer on, but I haven't done it yet. And the same thing, a soaker. Soakers are also easier. If you're not going to do it, at least do a soaker. And so it's like you know the things to do. You just have to get yourself out there to do it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now.
She says next time make watermelon juice and freeze it. I'm like, okay, that's a
Oh
good thought.
yeah.
I love the thought of watermelon juice, but I didn't know you could freeze it. I haven't tried that yet. Yeah, because you could probably make little ice cubes and little
Yep.
popsicles and all that kind of stuff. We used to
Mhm.
do that when the
Mhm.
kids were little. Make
Mhm.
uh popsicle sticks out of
Same.
fruit. Yeah.
Yep. Same.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep, yep. So, but
So
that was good. That was quick and easy.
yeah.
We're now at 1 hour long. Thank you all for coming in. For those who will watch it later, and I will try and get back on. I'm not sure if it's because of summer or what, but we almost could do every other Tuesday
But
until the end.
I thought I was gonna need a break, but you know what? I may not need a break. So if you need a break, let me know. But right now, I'm good. Once we get going, I think it's just I'm okay. It's just that I feel bad when I have you waiting or I'm glitching somewhere else that outside of my house because it's a little stressful or whatever.
I
But
know.
let me know. I'm okay with how you want to do it. So.
Okay, let's see.
Hmm.
Well, we're gonna see each other next month anyway. Yeah, just it's once a week. I'm sure we can figure out. And also, you two do some research for me. There's some other topics that we can go to because just trying to figure out what we're going to talk about, keeping
Hmm.
track of where we are, learning how to do this back office thing. So I need to maybe when we're together we can talk about how you can also learn to do the back office thing.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, so that's the end of August, and we'll be with you and our other sister and mom. I believe
Hmm.
our brother's trying to get on that train, midnight train to Georgia. because he asked me the information, and I saw that our sister had passed the information to him. So
Yeah.
yeah, all right. Okay, so maybe by the time I don't know if I'll do it up here again next week. I might, because my stuff now, because I do the Bible study up here, everything is
Yeah.
sitting here in place in my laptop. Was the only thing I need to add.
Right.
So, all right, guys, thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you, daughter of the Most High. She said, "Yep, you can use it and make smoothies also." Yeah. Oh, I love smoothies. I love that part of it. Yeah, absolutely. Um,
Don't
so,
forget to click like and subscribe.
well, that's what I was looking for. I went to do that before I was like, what was I trying to look for before
Hmm.
we actually click off all the way? Yes, there we go. And I'm not sure why my purple ticker is purple right now, but when I come on every single time, it won't stay. So it's still blue. But
Hmm.
anyhow, 1 hour in, we thank you for being here. Those who will watch later. And what do we say? We say peace,
Peace,
love,
love,
and
blessings.
blessings. Thank you guys for being here with us. All right. Check us over on all of our other social media things and all of our contact things. Hopefully, I'll put it in the bio link area. All right.
You
Bye,
daughter of
guys.
the Most High.
Ciao. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for always being our loyal commenter.